Do you struggle to understand native speakers without subtitles? If you do, this is a lesson for you because there are two things you need to do to understand native speakers. You need to practice listening to fast English and you need to learn natural expressions. And that's exactly what you'll do today. Welcome back to JForrest English. Of course, I'm Jennifer. Now let's get started. Here's how this lesson will work. You're going to listen to a short clip from a TV show or a movie, and you'll listen to that clip 3 times. And you need to write down exactly what you hear in the comments. Are you ready? Here's our first clip. I'll play it 3 times.
Claire, let's get a move on. Claire, let's get a move on. Claire, let's get a move on.
So, how did you do with that clip? Did it sound fast? He said, Claire, let's get a move on. First, let's talk about let's. This is a contraction of let us. Let's. Native speakers always say let's. And this is the imperative verb tense, which is used for orders or instructions. So this is given as an instruction. Let's get a. Now, native speakers, it sounds like we speak fast because we take individual words, we don't add pauses, and we pronounce them as one word. Get a sounds like getta. Move on, you have the on move. Now on is a vowel, so we can transfer that sound and we can say these two like one word. Move on, move on. Now, what does this mean? Let's get a move on. This is an idiom and it means to begin moving faster or quickly. It's the same as saying hurry or hurry up. You could say to your friend, the movie starts in less than 1 hour. Let's get a move on. Let's hurry. Let's move faster. Or you can say, if we're going to finish the project on time, we need to get a move on. So now you know how to combine your sounds so you can speak faster and you know what this expression means. So it's your turn to practice. I want you to imitate my pronunciation and I want you to say it out loud and I'll say it 3 times. Let's get a move on. Let's get a move on. Let's get a move on.
Claire, let's get a move on.
Let's get a move on us.
Let's get a move on.
Let's try this again. I'll play the clip 3 times.
Just give me a shot when you're done. Just give me a shot when you're done. Just give me a shot when you're done.
How'd you do with this one? Just give me a shout when you're done. Let's talk about how to combine those sounds together. Give me. Do you know what a native speaker says? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Now, we can also take that article a and add it and say gimmea, gimmea, gimmea. Native speakers also reduce sounds, so we say them very unstressed. So instead of saying your, which is very stressed, I need to open my mouth wide, your, I can just say your. And the sound is unstressed, it's more in my throat, your. Now let's talk about what this means. Give me a shout. What does this mean? Maybe you know what the verb to shout, which means to shout, but what about a shout as a noun? Well, this simply means call me because a shout is a phone call. So give me a shout is the same as saying call me. So if I'm leaving the house or the office, I could say to the people there, give me a shout if you need anything. I'm leaving, but call me if you need anything. Give me a shout. This is commonly used with a when clause. Give me a shout when you land. So notice when plus present simple, when you land. Give me a shout when you land. Call me when you land. In this case, it was give me a shout when you're done. You are done. So to be done, this means to be finished. So this means the task is complete. I could text you or give you a shout and say, I'm done with the report. I'm finished with the report. The report is complete. I could also say, I'm done working on the report. So notice you need your gerund verb. I'm done working on the report. Or I could simply say, I'm done. So now it's your turn to practice. I'll say it 3 times and I want you to repeat it out loud. Just give me a shout when you're done. Just give me a shout when you're done. Just give me a shout when you're done.
Just give me a shout when you're done.
So if he pops out, give me a shout.
I'll give you a shout when we're done.
Let's try this again. I'll play the clip 3 times.
Sorry, give me a sec. Sorry, give me a sec. Sorry, give me a sec.
How'd you do with this one? I'm sorry, give me a sec. This should have been easy for you because you just learned give me, gimme, and give me a, gimme a, gimme a. Now, what does sec mean? Give me a sec? What's a sec? It is short for second. We take the word second and we shorten it to sec. Notice that K sound, sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. We use this to say, give me a short period of time. So that might be a few seconds, or it could also be a few minutes. I could say, give me a sec to find your file. And then I take, hopefully, just 3 to 5, maybe 10 seconds to find your file, and you're waiting. Give me a sec to find your file. This is commonly used to get someone's attention and to ask if they have time right now. So you could knock on my door and say, Jennifer, do you have a sec? So you're asking me, do you have a few minutes? Do you have a few seconds? Do you have a sec? Or maybe you could text your colleague and say, where are you? The meeting started 5 minutes ago. And then you reply back and say, I'll be there in a sec. I'll be there in a short period of time. Now it's your turn to practice this one. I'll say it 3 times. I'm sorry, give me a sec. I'm sorry, give me a sec. I'm sorry, give me a sec.
Sorry, give me a sec.
Do you have a sec?
I'll be there in a sec.
Let's try this one more time. I'll play the clip 3 times.
I still haven't figured it out. I still haven't figured it out. I still haven't figured it out.
Did this one sound fast to you? It was pretty fast. He said, and I still haven't figured it out. Again, it sounds fast because we're taking individual words and combining them together. Figured it out sounds like figured it out. So you need to take the end sound from one word and transfer it to the next. Figured it out. And then it has to sound like one word. Figured it out. Figured it out. Figured it out. Figured it out. To figure something out, most students know what this means. It means to understand or solve something. As a question, I could ask you, have you figured it out? Now I can also add yet. Have you figured it out yet? This is in the present perfect verb tense. So if you use he or she as the subject, you need to change have to has. Has he, has she figured it out yet? To reply positively, you can say, I have figured it out. You can add already. I have already figured it out. And then for he or she has already figured it out. When you reply positively, this is a completed past action, but there's a result in the present. So maybe the result is, so now the client won't fire us because I've figured it out. I've solved the issue or the problem. But in the clip, it was negative. I haven't figured it out. And then you can add yet at the end. For he or she, you need hasn't, which is the contraction. He hasn't figured it out yet. This shows that it's an ongoing process. You're still trying to figure it out. But did you notice that the speaker said, I still haven't figured it out? So the speaker didn't use yet, they used still. And notice that placement. It's subject, I, still, and then haven't, or if it's he or she, he still hasn't figured it out. Using still instead of yet, it emphasizes that it's ongoing. And it also emphasizes the difficulty of the task. So it sounds like he's struggling with this. You might say, we've been working on this bug for hours and we still haven't figured it out. So it really emphasizes the struggle. I could reply back and say, okay, give me a shout when you figure it out. Because remember, you need the present simple after that when statement. Give me a shout when you figure it out. Or I could be less patient and put pressure on this person and say, well, let's get a move on. The client will be here in an hour. Now it's your turn to practice. I'll say it 3 times and you need to repeat after me. I still haven't figured it out. I still haven't figured it out. I still haven't figured it out.
I still haven't figured it out.
If you haven't figured it out yet,
No one's figured it out yet.
Now, if you keep listening to Fast English, you keep understanding these pronunciation changes, and you keep expanding your vocabulary with natural expressions, you're going to have no problem understanding native speakers. Now, do you want me to help you and create more lessons like this? If you do, put more in the comments below. And of course, make sure you like this lesson, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you're notified every time I post a new lesson. And you can get this free speaking guide where I share 6 tips on how to speak English fluently and confidently. You can click here to download it or look for the link in the description. And I have another lesson that will help you understand native speakers, so make sure you watch it right now.